We made it. Welcome to Angola. This is the culmination of an epic 4-month drive from Tangier, Morocco, through 13 other African countries and over 7,000 miles of difficult roads. Our journey wasn't without trials. Mechanical breakdowns cost us over a month and thousands of unbudgeted dollars, forcing us to race through parts of West Africa we would have loved to explore. But we adjusted to the circumstances. We navigated those challenging roads, outran the rainy season, and most importantly, we kept ourselves safe and healthy, forging unforgettable memories along the way. And we are incredibly proud of what we accomplished on that difficult trail in our Sprinter van with our 2 awesome cats. But the adventure isn't over, guys. We still have 1,200 miles across Angola before we reach Namibia and the next chapter of our Southern Africa journey. But before we get there, we've got some amazing sights to show you right here in Angola, and we'll be moving fast, so hang on tight. Let's go, guys. Good morning. We are back and we got a much needed rest. This has been a long journey through West Africa, the West African Trail, which I must admit also includes bits of North Africa and also Central Africa, which is where we are now. Fortunately, it's winding down our time here in this area and we are headed on to Southern Africa. But we have found an overlanding oasis here, and this place has been beautiful, as has Lewis, the host, and his wife, and the food and all that stuff. But you can see, guess what? We caught up with the Moby. Kim and Susie are here, and there's nice little bathrooms here. There's also overlanders here from South Africa, and this thing right here is a father and son duo from Germany. They've already gone down and made the trail. They're gonna make it back. They said the infamous Banyo Trail is easy peasy, and if you can see the short base of this vehicle, the high clearance, this is made for the Banyo Trail. They would not have a problem, but when you compare it against this long, low beast that we drove through there, all the difference in the world. But anyway, we had a lovely little seating space out here, great food. Hi guys, we had some great food. There's lots of dogs here. Hey, how are you doing this morning? Do you mind if I show your breakfast?
Of course, this is so delicious.
And look at this lovely breakfast. There's some eggs, some meat, some bread, some fruits, and some nice little baskets to keep the bugs away. And anyway, just a beautiful little setting with the breeze. Look at this rig right here, guys. Fascinated. Overhead tent camping. Pretty nice ride. Whoa. But this facility is massive, and you'll see here there's horses. I believe Lewis also raises fish. There's some guinea fowl back there, some roosters, some chickens, some other birds. And here there is some, that one says barber shop, but these are little places he rents out, these little boxes. They're air conditioner bathrooms, little like cabinas or what have you. He has several of these here. He's got a nice restaurant space, grills, bars. He's got this set up for big events. But since we've been here, it hasn't been super crowded, but there has been some other overlanders, which is nice. As you can see here, they have a game room. Look at this. Foosball, air hockey, ping pong, pool table, surfboard, a bunch of pictures of a bunch of different overlanders and motorcyclists who made the trip through here. Nice little section where you can grab some beers. Beautiful little garden, and a lot of this area is shaded and nice. It just makes it comfortable, and this space keeps going. You can see they have other bathrooms here. Now Lewis has several overlanding vehicles, and as you're about to see, he loves these little 4x4s with the rooftop tents, and they're very, very popular down here in Africa. It's a popular way to travel. I believe he rents these out, and he himself is an overlander. And additionally, they have some tents over here that you can rent space in as well. So maybe accommodations for all, if you will. And then back in this area, this is a really nice, comfortable space. But you can see there's a little bar back here. Good morning. And this is the pool area. And it is nice and cool and relaxing and a hot African environment. And there's a nice little sitting area over here. And so to be honest with you, we just spent the day yesterday in the pool, relaxing. We spent a lot of time catching up with Kim and Susie, and a lot of time meeting with the other overlanders and just resting and taking care of ourselves to get ready for what is this final stretch of this, what we're calling the West African Trail. So we got a few more stops here in Angola. Some were really excited about it. I don't know if you guys kind of saw a few of the pictures as we were coming in, the video clips, but there's starting to be some beautiful mountains, some beautiful greenery, and the roads are supposed to be better. Everybody keeps telling us the roads get better, the roads get better. And well, I'm not sure we've completely experienced that yet. So fingers crossed that does. But we have some reservations down in Namibia for some epic wildlife camps and spots, and oh, it really is the reason why we did this West African Trail, to get to Southern Africa. And anyway, we are super excited about that. But first we go through coffee country and some other really cool things in Angola, so we're excited about that. We're going to take you with us, so let's go finish out this West African Trail.
While we're passing through the city, I wanted to give you just a few quick fun facts about Luanda. Luanda, the modern and vibrant capital city of Angola, is rich in history. It was founded on January 25th, 1576 by the Portuguese, serving as a significant hub for the transatlantic slave trade to Brazil, and leaving behind historical landmarks like the Fortress of São Miguel, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Today, Luanda is experiencing a remarkable population boom, with its metropolitan area estimated to reach over 10 million people in 2025, solidifying its status as one of Africa's largest and most populous cities. While numerous indigenous Bantu languages are spoken, Portuguese is the official and most widely used language, making it one of the world's largest Portuguese-speaking urban centers outside of Portugal and Brazil. Historically known for being notoriously expensive, Luanda is frequently topped global cost of living surveys for expatriates. And although its ranking has fluctuated in recent years, it still remains a city where goods and services can be quite costly. Now, we have a short drive to an amazing nature spot where we hope to stay for the night. This should be good.
Here's where we parked, Curt. No, they can't. No, that's what I was looking at.
This is how we go right here.
No, we go down there.
You sure?
Yep.
Are you sure?
You want to walk down and make sure? Up there where you were at, where we were just parked, you had internet.
Wow, I'm gonna start by saying absolutely amazing, guys. We left our other refreshing camp spot where we met all the other overlanders and drove about 350, 400 kilometers. We're parked under the mango trees and the big boaba trees. And right here by the river, you can see, guys, look at this. We're parked by the river and the sliding door opens to this big, gorgeous waterfall. And so we're right on the river with all these big palm trees. It's luscious, it's green. We saw an ostrich on the way and totally did not expect that, but the ostrich is running around. And in any event, we can see the spray, we can see the waterfall right from the side of the van. These are places that we seek out all over the world, and we just haven't seen a lot of them here in Africa. And so this is long overdue, beautiful, and we are super excited about it. Woo! Thank you, Angola. What are you doing?
Oh, she's after both. Buddy, what do you think, huh? She is a happy kitty right now.
Can we rent paddle boats and go out there?
I don't know.
So this right here is one of those big boaba or boab trees, however you pronounce it, and it's fallen. You can see how big the trunk is, and this one's hollow. And snow, we learned before when we first got into Africa up into Senegal that the wood tends to be kind of soft. In any event, there's a few of them around here, and we hear all kinds of birds chirping, and the cats are just having an amazing walk. That looks like there's all kinds of tents here, some rooms that maybe aren't finished. They have some paddle boats and a couple of sea-doos, and there's a couple little boats here. Not sure if you can rent them. Maybe it's a seasonal thing. Not really sure. We just kind of arrived down here. But what an amazing spot. I believe up there's some showers and a bathroom and a restaurant. We're self-contained, and well, you can see G wants to get on one of those sea-doos and go for a ride. How cool, guys.
While this is a rustic camp spot, This is the kind of place we love, tucked away in the serenity of the nature. First off, this is an amazing place to walk the cats, and they love it here, amongst these incredible trees towering over us. We've got these majestic mango trees offering some lovely shade, and those iconic chunky boba trees, which we can't get enough of. And there's loads of birds chirping, and you know Vanna loves birds. And while neither G-Money or Vanna are fans of the water, there's plenty of space and grass up in this tall forest for them to hunt lizards and grasshoppers. And just above us, up the stairs over there, is a nice picnic area overlooking the stunning Cuevo Quive River, lined with bananas, palms, and other tropical trees, and also has breathtaking views of powerful and majestic cascading Binga Falls, located just outside the small municipality of Conda. What an incredible place to spend the night, listening to the roar of the falls, the songs of the birds, and the calm of the trees gently swaying in the breeze. If you've been watching, you know we've been driving, and driving. So this place right here was a much needed adventure and long overdue. We're gonna chill right here and enjoy. But tomorrow, we're taking you on one of the most scenic drives in all of Angola, which will lead us into coffee country. Let's go, guys.
Roll your window down.
Good morning, everyone. What an amazing place that waterfall was. And we had the place all to ourselves. We rolled in there yesterday evening. We kind of caught the sunset. It was really pretty. And then this morning we got up and caught the sunrise. And we saw how the sun kind of came up and blended with the mist over the waterfall. And we just took our time and enjoyed our breakfast. The kitties got good walks last night, and then they got good walks this morning. Vanna was going absolutely crazy. She loved it. G was munching on grass, and he enjoyed it as well. It was a much needed retreat for all four of us. And I have to say, some of you have been commenting that we just kind of been racing through West Africa, and I think some of you are kind of like, well, you're really not going fast enough, and others are like, well, you're not really taking advantage of your time there to do some exploring. And to be honest with you, West Africa was so hard, so brutal, and when you combine it with the mechanical issues we had and the threat of the rainy season, we really just wanted to get through that Western Trail. And so we didn't do a lot of exploring like we normally do in other countries. Well, I gotta tell you, we're in South Angola, not far from Namibia, and almost through what we're calling the Western Trail through Africa. Now, we're not in West Africa right now. We're in Central Africa, and we are getting real close to South Africa. But we are exploring, and we are off in the jungles. And since we left the waterfall, we are headed to a cafe fazienda. Now, a fazienda is also finca in Spanish, and it's farm in English. So we're headed off to a coffee farm And believe me, we are paying the price for being adventurous on these bumpy roads. And G is letting us know about it. But this area is absolutely beautiful. It's still really hot and humid, so we are pushing to get south. This is going to be one of our last excursions. We do have a couple more beautiful spots here in Angola. So we're going to finish this West African Trail strong, I promise. But let's go check out how they make coffee here in Africa, and specifically here in Angola. Now, we just took a scenic drive, and on Overlander, there's cameras everywhere saying that this is a scenic loop drive up to the coffee fincas.
Well, and if you don't use iOverlander, what it means by cameras is it's a little icon, and it marks a kind of a touristy spot. So this area was covered with cameras on the iOverlander map, and now we know why.
It is absolutely stunning. We've come through, and we probably overused the word jungle or selva, but just the big, beautiful trees, the green, lush forest. And this thing was loaded with big green banana trees, and then you just come through. And this was a place where there was quite a bit of water running off the mountain, so we had a couple little river crossings on the road. And then all of a sudden, as you're traveling through the lush green, just hypnotized, all of a sudden you see these bright orange, red
burnt sienna, I'm not sure the exact color,
Villages.
and they just pop. And you ride through the village and you just, the colors are just such a stark contrast, and they just draw your eyes in. And I'm just gonna tell you, I'm kind of a little bit speechless, because this is, my opinion, by far and above the absolute most beautiful drive that we've had in Africa so far. And we saw the culture, and you know what, we just didn't feel like we were just looking at and showing you the poverty and that type of stuff, but yet the villages were still basic and primitive, or however you want, humble, whatever word you want to use, but still just absolutely stunning. And as they walk up and down the roads hauling their bananas here, well, they've got stunning views everywhere. So what a beautiful place on our planet.
Yeah, and then we popped out of the jungle area, and there's this beautiful river that we had a nice bridge across. Lots of rapids, and just stunning. I don't know which way to go. Yeah, this way. Yeah.
Okay, the restaurant.
Yeah. Maybe we can park up and hit that power line, but it's fine.
We'll go here and see. That's, I think, right here. Smell. Look at the coffee back there, right there. That's coffee.
Oh, it is, yeah.
And there's green beans on there.
There's beans.
They're not red yet, but there's beans. I see the beans. Look at that, guys. That is coffee right there. And these plants are tall. And we have been on coffee tours, well, mostly in Latin America, but we have been on a lot. And we know enough to know that these are giant coffee plants. Some of them are probably 10 to 12 feet. Probably pretty old. You can see the beans, the coffee beans on there, and some of them are starting to just slightly turn, and when they turn red is when they're ripe and ready to be picked. And so anyway, not sure where it is in the season here, but we are excited, and I can tell you the drive in here was stunning. Once we crossed over that sort of jungly feel or whatever, the terrain completely changed. It got much drier. There wasn't so many big palm trees. It was still green, but more grassy. And look at all these beautiful flowers and so much biodiversity up through this mountain range. And then we turn the corner, beautiful river, and then these big giant rocks just start shooting up out of the ground. We were just stunned and amazed at how beautiful it was. And then we pull into the coffee fazienda, and I gotta tell you, the entrance and the garden, absolutely amazing. We're headed down right now to have some lunch, and hopefully we'll be able to figure out how to have a little coffee tour later on. Coffee. Cafe. Beautiful, the place is. Portuguese is muy small, but poco español. Yeah, Wow. This is amazing, beautiful, wow, incredible.
Look, you can see into the kitchen.
And look, we're overlooking the coffee fields right here. Wow. Yeah, goosebumps. This place is incredible.
You have arrived.
Yes, we have arrived. So the restaurant or the dining area is out here on a balcony, probably on about the second or third floor. And again, we're overlooking the thick jungle here, and we can see down where the coffee plants are growing in the shade, which is kind of typical of a lot of coffee. And this is just kind of a magical place, isn't it, Snow?
It's really nice. Let's get us some lunch ordered. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you guys know when we put out new videos. And don't forget, you can always follow us over on Instagram to see what's going on in between videos. Cheers, guys!